The Valentine's event is officially live in Blox Fruits, and you know I couldn't resist testing my luck with the limited time Valentine's Gacha. I walked up to the event NPC with high hopes, dreaming of a rare pink-themed drop or a high-tier fruit to celebrate the season. I held my breath as the heart-shaped aura swirled around, praying for a miracle. But the RNG gods clearly aren't feeling the love today. Instead of a legendary prize, the screen flashed and I ended up with a spike fruit, a total zonk moment. It's definitely not the Valentine's gift I was looking for, but I guess in this game, sometimes the only thing you get is a broken heart and a bag of spikes. After the total heartbreak at the Valentine's Gacha, I was ready to get back to work and start the Flamingo mission. But apparently, the postman NPC decided that his lunch break was more important than my marine duties. He was nowhere to be found. Instead of standing around like a lost recruit, I decided to take matters into my own hands. I activated my light fruit, transformed into a literal streak of golden sunshine, and blazed across the ocean at Mach speed. My destination? The scorched earth of Magma Village. I'm done playing nice. It's time to get back to the grind and hunt down the Blox Fruits version of a Kainu. If the Magma Admiral thinks he's the toughest guy in the sea, he's clearly never had to deal with a marine moving at the speed of light. Get ready, because things are about to get heated. And I'm not just talking about the lava. There it is! Magma Village was finally coming into view, the smoke and lava rising over the horizon, and I was mentally preparing for the fight of my life. But then a sudden realization hit me like a flash step. I totally forgot my ritual. I can't just fly past the jungle and not test my luck at the gacha. Sorry, Akainu, the boss fight is officially on hold because the gambling addiction is calling my name. I pulled a hard U-turn mid-air, light beams scattering everywhere, and headed straight back to the jungle. The grind can wait, but the chance for a mythical? That waits for no one. Let's see if the jungle NPC is feeling more generous than that Valentine's Gacha, or if I'm just flying back for another round of disappointment. And here we are, back at the scene of the crime, standing right in front of Zioles, the legendary Gacha NPC himself. My heart is racing, my belly is ready, and I'm just praying for a miracle to make this U-turn worth it. Alright, everyone, count it down with me. 3, 2, 1, and... Are you serious? A smoke fruit? Again? Oh my god, I feel like I've pulled this fruit 100 times already. Zioles, my guy, we have to talk about these odds, because my inventory is starting to look like a literal chimney. It's officially official. The jungle NPC is just as heartless as the rest of them. I flew all the way back here for a puff of smoke while the Magma Admiral is probably laughing at me from across the ocean. Let's get out of here before I lose my mind. We are back in the sky, streaking toward Magma Village at the speed of light. As I blaze through the clouds, I can see the islands of my past laid out like a map of my own legend. There's the Marine Starter Island where this whole journey began with nothing but a dream and a basic sword. Then I see the silhouette of the legendary Marine Fortress where we proved we had the heart of a true soldier. But the past is a past, and the future is burning bright. I finally touched down on the scorched docks of Magma Village, walked straight up to the quest giver and told him exactly what's on my mind. Show me what you got, because after everything I've been through, I deserve it all. It's time to stop the talking and start the grinding. Let's get to work. Now that I've landed, it's time for a major tactical shift. As much as I love the speed of light, I've decided to shelve it for a bit and bring out the big guns, the lightning fruit. My mastery on this thing isn't where it needs to be yet, and I've got a whole list of powerful skills just waiting to be unlocked. There's something so satisfying about the raw, crackling energy of lightning, but it's useless if I can't use its full potential. So the mission has changed. It's not just about the level grind anymore. It's a race to unlock every single move in the lightning arsenal. I'm stepping into the heat of Magma Village ready to shock the world. Let's get these kills, stack that mastery, and see what this fruit is truly capable of. Well, that escalated quickly. I barely had my feet on the ground for a few seconds against the military spies before BAM! I'm staring at the respawn screen. Apparently, these guys don't care about my lightning fruit dreams. I went in there thinking I was the main character, but I guess my strategy was a little, let's just say, optimistic. It's clear that jumping into the fire without a solid plan was a rookie mistake. But a real Marine doesn't just quit, we adapt. It's time to head back to the drawing board, rethink my approach, and hit that reset button. Round 2 is coming up, and this time I'm bringing a strategy that actually works, because dying to a spy was definitely not part of the script. Good grief, down again. I clearly underestimated these guys. It turns out the Admiral's elite guard isn't just for show. These soldiers are hitting like absolute trucks. I walked in there thinking my lightning powers would shock them into submission, but they completely dismantled my strategy before I could even blink. Staring at that respawn screen for the second time is a massive reality check, and honestly, it's a little humbling. But a reliable Marine doesn't back down just because the heat gets too intense. We're shaking off the dust, refilling the health bar, and heading straight back into the fire. Third time's the charm, right? I'm not leaving this volcano until these soldiers learn to respect the uniform. Let's go again. The lightning fruit might be the star of the show, but a top-tier Marine knows how to use every tool in the shed. When things got a little too close for comfort, I pulled out my shark saw and started shredding through their defenses with those heavy-hitting melee strikes. And to keep the pressure on from a distance, my trusty dual Flintlocks never let me down. There's nothing more satisfying than hitting a perfect combo, stunning them with a bolt of lightning, softening them up with some lead from the Flintlocks, and finishing the job with the jagged edge of the saw. Having this versatile loadout saved my skin more than once during that grind. It's not just about having the flashiest fruit, it's about being a master of all arms to ensure that justice is served, one way or another. It's time they felt the true power of Marine justice. I'm done being the punching bag. Now it's my turn to bring the storm. I stepped back into the fray and unleashed the full fury of the lightning fruit. I started by spamming lightning orbs to trap them in a continuous cycle of shock, and before they could even recover, I called down the thunderstorm. The entire battlefield turned into a chaotic zone of crackling electricity and white noise. Seeing those soldiers get absolutely melted by the raw power of the sky is the ultimate satisfaction. This is what happens when you push a Marine too far. You get hit with the lightning, and let me tell you, justice has never looked so bright. Just one more kill on these military spies stands between me and the main event. With one final strike from my lightning orbs, the job is done, and the path is finally clear. I headed straight back to the quest giver to claim the big one, the contract for the Magma Admiral himself. All that grinding, the failed attempts, and the mastery training were just the warm-up for this moment. The boss of the island is waiting, sitting in the heart of that volcano, but he has no idea that a lightning-wielding marine is coming for his head. I've paid my dues, I've earned my stripes, and now it's time to see if magma really is stronger than light and thunder. Admiral, I'm coming for you. The confrontation is finally here. I stepped into the heart of the volcano to face the Magma Admiral, and I didn't hold back. I opened up with a barrage of lightning orbs, sending crackling spears of justice straight his way. But then I hit a snag. The ceiling of this volcano is so thick that my thunderstorm couldn't break through. Without my biggest move, I had to shift gears and get creative. I started cycling through everything in my arsenal. I peppered him with shots from my dual Flintlocks, rushed in with the high voltage strikes of my electric fighting style, and finished the combos with heavy, jagged slashes from the shark saw. I spoke too soon. The Magma Admiral reminded me exactly why he holds that title. He is absolutely insane. One wrong move and I was sent straight back to the spawn point. But as I stood there catching my breath, things started getting really weird. My health bar started dropping out of nowhere, ticking down even though I wasn't in combat. My heart started racing as I looked around the empty spawn area. There's no boss here, no NPCs, just a silent drain of my life force. It hit me instantly. We've got a cheater in the server. Someone is using an invisible exploit, and I'm the target. Forget the cheaters. Forget the glitches. I'm not letting anything stand in the way of my mission. After that weird encounter at spawn, I took a deep breath, regrouped, and headed straight back into the mouth of the volcano. The Magma Admiral probably thinks he's won, sitting comfortably on his throne of fire, but he has no idea that I'm coming back twice as hard and 10 times as focused. This isn't just about the quest anymore. This is personal. I've got my lightning fruit charged, my shark saw sharpened, and my dual Flintlocks loaded. I'm stepping back into that heat with one goal in mind: total retribution. Admiral, you got lucky once, but justice is back, and this time it's not leaving until the job is done. Let's finish this. The Admiral might control the lava, but he's never seen a Marine with this much variety. He's looking overwhelmed, and for the first time, the King of the Mountain is starting to sweat. He's launching massive, long-range magma punches one after another, turning the entire cavern into a literal death trap. Every time I see that glow of molten rock, I have to dash and weave like my life depends on it, because one direct hit would be game over. It's like dodging falling meteors in a furnace. I'm staying on high alert, keeping my eyes locked on his every movement. My stamina is draining, but my focus is sharper than ever. I have to wait for that one tiny opening in his defense. It's a game of high-stakes cat and mouse now, but this Marine isn't flinching. One mistake from him is all I need to turn the tide. Disaster! He caught me right in the face. I was just about to set up a massive combo when he found the perfect opening and unleashed a magma punch that hit like a freight train. My screen flashed red and my HP bar just absolutely evaporated. One more mistake like that and it's a one-way ticket back to the spawn point. My heart is pounding and the heat in this volcano is starting to feel a lot more real. But that was the wake-up call I needed. No more playing around, no more risky setups, and absolutely no more mistakes. I'm locking in, focusing on his patterns, and waiting for the split second he lets his guard down. This is the endgame now. It's either him or me, and I'm not planning on losing a third time. This is pure insanity. We're trading blows like absolute titans in the heart of this volcano. Every time he swings a magma fist, I'm answering with a crackling bolt of lightning. It's a total war of attrition, but look at his health bar. It's in the red. The Magma Admiral is finally breaking, and I can see the desperation in his attacks. This is the moment I've been grinding for. I'm not backing off, I'm not catching my breath, and I am definitely not giving him an inch of space to recover. I'm staying glued to him, cycling through my shark saw and electric strikes with zero mercy. The king of magma is about to be dethroned by a marine who just wouldn't quit. One more combo. Let's end this nightmare right now. I dodged his final desperate swing, charged every ounce of energy I had left into my fist, and unleashed the ultimate lightning strike. The Magma Admiral has been defeated. It was all worth it for this victory. What a ride!